What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. I just wanted to check in and give you guys a little bit of an update on what's happening with the new shop. We have started construction on the floor part, so we have the entire foundation kind of done, and in a couple of days we're going to be starting all of the walls. So it's pretty exciting. It's coming up pretty fast, and I should be able to move in less than a month. This is my old shop. It's a little shed. It's been here for about 25 years. They put it in when they built the house. Pretty small, and it's not really done well. You'll notice that there's nothing underneath of it. It just sits right on the ground, and that's a big problem because this is a hill, and I know you can't see it on camera. This is pretty steep. All the water just comes down the hill and hits the side of the shop. So ever since I've moved in, I've been dealing with water damage inside my walls, a couple different things. It's just been an absolute nightmare. So the way that this was kind of installed and done is not great. And obviously it is a prefab shed, so I don't have too many expectations for it, but that's just one thing that I've really been dealing with. It's been kind of an issue, and I wanted to point it out. So you'll see the new shop is right behind the old one, and this one doesn't look that much bigger. It's actually almost 3 times as big, so I'll have a lot more room to work. We have Advantech on here. This is 3/4 of an inch thick. Code says 1/2 inch, but 3/4 inch because we have a lot of heavy stuff going on here, like the saw stop and all the tools. So we did 3/4 inch plywood on top, and we have floor joist 16 inches on center. So very, very frequently it's going to be very strong. And this one is built off the ground on posts, so the water will just be able to run underneath of the building. We'll probably eventually put some chicken wire or something up underneath to keep critters and stuff from getting under it. But this is going to allow the water to drain. It's going to be a lot better, and I'm not going to have water in my shop, so that's ideal. And now you can really see the incline that this is built on. It's about the same incline that my old shop is built on. Over here we've got about 4 inches, and down here we've got almost 3 feet. So pretty steep incline, and I'm glad we were able to get this thing nice and level. It's going to be perfect. So the posts are sunk 2 feet into the ground, and we stuck concrete and everything down in there. And then also underneath, you'll notice we put insulation up there. So we got 1.5 inch thick insulation, and we ripped it all down on the table saw to go between the floor joists. We just cut some little strips of 2x4 to fit underneath of the insulation to hold it up, and insulating this thing is going to help it significantly stay warm in there. My old shop is not insulated, and I can definitely tell, so this is going to be a huge step up. We're also going to be insulating the walls and the ceiling, so it's going to be really nice and warm in there, especially in the winter. So I'm up on the floor now, and this is going to be the shop floor. I'm not going to be putting anything else on here. This is going to be the floor. I may or I may not paint it. I haven't decided yet. So coming to the far corner of the shop, you'll be able to see the steep incline. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell, but that drops off pretty far. So what I had to do is I wanted to be able to drive 4-wheelers around here. I wanted to be able to get dirt bikes and the lawnmower around the back just so we could work. So I built this retaining wall the other day out of some leftover rocks we had on the property from something else, and I backfilled it all with dirt. So now we're able to drive 4-wheelers all the way around the entire perimeter of the shop, and that's going to be super convenient for loading wood underneath and just working on the outside, doing whatever we need to do. So I jumped down this little hill here so you can kind of see how steep that wall is, how tall the wall is, and how much of an incline it was on. So you can see we backfilled it all with dirt, like I said, and it's super convenient being able to drive around the entire outside with the 4-wheeler and stuff. We can load wood underneath. Eventually I want to build wood racks underneath because we have so much room here. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that yet, but we're going to do that eventually. It's going to be really convenient having wood storage out there. And you can kind of see here how easy it's going to be to drive around the outside and loading wood and stuff underneath, storing different things underneath the shop. We'll be able to easily get around here. We've got a nice level surface here, so we're not dealing on a steep hill. And one of the main reasons we're building the shop is because I got that new saw stop table saw, and that thing is massive. It's the industrial cabinet saw, the biggest one you can get, and it's in the garage, and it's kind of creating a lot of dust in there, so we got to get it out of there, and that's why we're building this new shop. Another reason is I want to get more into dust collection. I want to get a big dust collector. I want to hard pipe in all my tools, and I've never had that before. So in the new shop, dust collector is going to be in this corner. We're going to run a line all the way around the ceiling, and we're going to drop it down in a couple different places to all my tools. So finally, I'll be able to have built-in dust collection, and I think it's been almost 10 years of woodworking, and I have not had that. So it's going to be really nice. It's going to be a luxury to me, honestly. So it may be hard to tell on the video, but like I said, we're gonna have the dust collector here. I'm gonna have my table saw coming off of this right wall here, right in the middle of the shop. I'm gonna have my lathe down in that far corner, my bandsaw next to the lathe, my little workbench. It's a right angle, it's gonna go in that corner. I'm gonna have my planer right here. This right here is where the door is gonna be, and then we're gonna put the joiner along this wall so I can easily move the joiner in toward the door a little bit, and I can run long material out the door if I have to. So I'm trying to plan this out before we have to move all the tools in, so I know exactly what I'm doing. And I think you guys will like this. I'm actually filming a time lapse of this entire process. It's just me, my dad, and my grandpa building it, so we're just doing it whenever we can. They're retired, so they have a lot of time to do it, not as much us, but we're having a lot of fun building it together, and it's going to be really fun to watch the time lapse get put together and see the entire process of building the shop. And one last thing, I'll let you guys get going. I will be building a loft up in there, so the ceiling is going to just come to a point, and we're going to have a loft, and it's going to extend from that end halfway down. So half the shop will have a loft above it, half the shop will not, and it'll have a drop-down ladder or staircase or something, and I'll be able to store lumber up top, so that's going to be really, really nice. I have not ever had anything like that either, so very nice. As for heat, we're either going to have a wood stove or we're going to have a little electric heater. With it being insulated, I'm not sure how much we're going to need a powerful heater. I would like to have a wood stove. I think that'd be really nice, but if we can get away with a little electric heater, I would like to do that too. It just takes up less space. It's a little bit safer. So let me know down in the comments what you think about the new shop. If you have any tips or tricks about how I can lay this out, how I can organize it, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next week.